It's middle of February here in Southern Ohio, and you can see on my chickshaws there, I do not have the Run Chicken automatic doors on anymore. I'm going to go in wood shop here and explain why. So here is the door, the Run Chicken door, and all it is just a piece of metal that slides up. And you saw me when I built my chickshaws. I highly recommended them because I really liked him, and I bought him in like the spring of last year when I built my chickshaws, and I used them all the way up through the fall with no problems whatsoever. The battery life, this is the motor and I've got it apart. The battery life, it just takes two AA batteries, and they'll last, for me, they last about 6 months. And this thing you can program it to open at certain times, close at certain times, or you can do it based on the daylight availability. And you can see the little motor gear right there. And all that gear does is it engages in this metal steel plate and opens and closes the door. Okay, so it's a pretty simple concept. And in the warm weather, this thing worked flawlessly. Buyer beware on winter use. I don't know if there's a solution, but this, if you can see the cracks in here, well, down at the bottom there's a crack. There will be a crack when this closes. Now, it's open all day, and this is sandwiched between a board. Okay, so there's a little gap in between the door and the wood where this can come down and close. In the wintertime here in Southern Ohio, it's like 40, 45, 50 degrees during the day, and it gets muddy. And then at night, it gets down to 20, 15 to 25 degrees. So it freezes at nights and thaws during the day. For that type of weather, I had to take these off because they would not open. What happens is they're open during the day. The chickens, it's all muddy out. It gets muddy pretty quick down here, and the chickens would have mud on their feet, and they would step on this getting in, and then that would shove mud in that crack. And then when this came down and closed at night, that mud would freeze. And so in the morning, it's still really cold in the morning when this needs to open, and the door just would not open. And so we had that happen probably for about a week and a half every day, and we couldn't get the chickens out, and so I just had to take the doors off. So I don't know if there is a door that would work for a weather climate like that where it's a freeze-thaw cycle all the time. I think if it was really cold all the time, you didn't have the mud, or you didn't have that much moisture to get down there and freeze, I think this would work fine. And then like I told you, if you're in a warm climate, this worked fine for me in a warm climate, but not so good in this freeze-thaw cycle. So buyer beware if you're looking at the Run Chicken automatic door. It didn't work so good here in the Southern Ohio winter climate. So hope that helps.